Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today it's a 1953 Roosevelt Dime from the United States of America. We have all three of the mint marks here. We have the Denver mint mark over here. You see the D down by the bottom of the torch. You have the San Francisco mint mark over here. You can see the S at the bottom of the torch. And this one in the center doesn't have a mint mark on the front or the back of it because it's a Philadelphia coin. So in 1953 in Philadelphia, they made 53.5 million of these. They have found one that's a mint state 68, so it's in really, really good shape, with full bands, and that goes for about $10,000. So it's a $10,000 version of the Philly dime out there. They made 53 million in Philly, and guess how many they made at Denver? 136.5 million. Denver was the big mint for the dimes in 1953. You can tell it's Denver because it has the D here. It says United States of America around the top, one dime at the bottom, E pluribus unum through here. This is an olive sprig, and this is an oak branch. You can see the acorns on here and the olives on this side. And when we tip it up, we see that it is a reeded edge, and these are pretty worn down. And it's also a silver edge, and that's because in 1953 the dimes were still 90% silver. So this is worth a couple dollars just in silver alone, this Roosevelt dime. So it's Roosevelt. It says Liberty in front of him, and God we trust. Down here, way down at the bottom underneath his neck, there's a J and an S, and that's for John Sinek, who first engraved this coin in 1946, and then it says 1953 down here, and that's the date. There's one other mint that made them regular general circulating coins, and that's the San Francisco mint, and that's this S right here. And this one's looking okay. You can see that the bands are there. Let's see if we can tip it up and see the bands. The bands at the bottom, not so great, and there's some break in the ones going down, but look at this going across here. The San Francisco mint only made 39 million of these coins, and they have found 4 so far at an MS68 full bands, and those are worth $5,750. So if you get the best S, the best D, and the best Philadelphia, you're talking about $20,000 worth of coins for the best 3. They did make it in one other fashion, and that is they made proof coins, but the proof coins did not have an S on them, and they did not have a D on them. The proof coins were Philadelphia mint coins, and they had nothing on either side. The San Francisco Mint was still making circulating coins in 1953, and all the proof coins, including the dimes, were made in Philadelphia. If you wanted to get this, you actually had to write to the US Mint, and they would send you the proof coins. Only 129,000 proof coins were made in 1953. There is one other thing about that S coin, so let's get that back and look at it one more time. This is one of the two, 1953 and 1955, the two hot lips varieties. And you can see on this coin, see that little bit of extra down there above his top lip, kind of in the top. And this is actually what they call the hot lips variety of this coin. And this one's worth a few bucks, even though it doesn't look like it's in great shape. They also have found some doubling on these in the face as it goes down, but I can't see any on here, but we can see just a little tiny bit right there at the lips, and you have to look at it just right like that, and you can see that little doubling. Not enough on here to make it huge bucks, but that's where see that line right there, but it kind of goes above his lip and down below. That's what we're talking about. Not a huge value for this one, but there's some that are so pronounced that they are worth hundreds, if not thousands. And they call it the hot lips variety just because his lips have some doubling on them. So this is another 1953. I said, well, let's look through the other S's. It turns out I only had one other S, but let's take a look at it. And this one, I don't know if we have enough definition to even tell if this is the hot lips variety. And it really doesn't seem like it is. We don't see any doubling anywhere. We do see a lot of junk under there, but we really don't want to clean these coins, so we'll just leave that there. So if you're looking for the 1953s, look for the 1953 S's. See if you have any of the hot lips kind of extra materials down there, and those ones will be worth a lot if it's really pronounced. If it's just like a faint thing like this, not worth too much more, but just fun to have and fun to keep. The reason you have that extra down there is from what they call hub doubling, or dual hub, or dual hubbing. And when they essentially set the hub up, they didn't set it up quite right, and they kind of doubled on it, and that's why you get some of the extra doubling. This is a hub doubling Hot Lips Roosevelt 1953S. Not a lot of them out there, and this one is not worth too much money. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you have in the comments section.